Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar. My name is Cam, Product Marketing Manager here at Vendasta, and we are here today with a special guest. Matthew Gerchow, CEO of SteadyContent, is visiting us here at the Vendasta headquarters today. Hi, Matt.
Hey, Cam.
All right, so I am looking forward to hear about the exciting new updates for SteadyContent blog posts. So Matt, take it away.
Here we are at Vendasta Studios. I'm on the third floor, and I'm in the little webinar room, and we've got orange foam all around us. It's pretty awesome. And Cam and I are here. And so I want to talk to you today about SteadyContent. As Cam was saying, my name's Matt Gerchow. I'm the founder of SteadyContent. We are a business located out of Austin, Texas. We've been delivering content for clients now since 2010 and delivering content as SteadyContent since 2016. What makes us different than other content companies is that we focus on innovation. We focus on being able to do things that other content companies don't do. And particularly with the social sharing, with interfaces to WordPress, Google Chrome, Shopify, and a lot of other things that you really wouldn't see when you're working with a content company that, say, delivers content via email. Our focus is to create content and then give it to you and your clients at the very end stage, as far to the end as possible, as far to ready for distribution or as far as ready for use as possible. What we've implemented since the last time I did a webinar here is some pretty powerful features. And I'm going to run through those really quick here. So the first one is keyword research. And what we've done there, we noticed we've had a lot of activations from Vendasta, and we noticed that a lot of times the clients don't exactly know what they're looking for as far as the keywords. What we'd see is things like keywords like busy mom or mom too tired, yet they're trying to sell a cleaning service in a small area of Pennsylvania. Well, what they needed to do was have keywords that were around that, so that when people searched for cleaning service in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, they would find their site, versus busy mom was never going to get that. And we saw this kind of behavior repeatedly. And so we said, okay, what we've got to do is actually do the keyword research for the client. And so by adding this, now we go into the client website, we take all the information that the client's given us when they sign up, and then we reverse engineer and find the kind of the hidden keywords that are available out there that have low competition, high volume, or low to medium volume. Generally, we'll start with something that is low volume, low competition, so that we can get a ranking right away and start generating leads for that client. Now, the next thing that happens once people have their keywords is they need to have titles, right? And what we were doing before was we were kind of leaving it up to the writers, which is what most content companies do, is they leave it up to the writers to decide on the title. Well, that's not right, because you may have a 5-series post, that's a post that's broken up into 5 separate posts. You may have an evergreen post, which is a long post. You may have a specific series or a topic or a feature that you're trying to go after. And if you leave that up to the content writer, well, they're only seeing things from the point of view of one post. By us creating the titles 24 at a time, we're actually able to look at the grand picture of what we're trying to achieve for your clients, and then create the series of titles, and then we send those out, and it's just so easy. All the client does is they log in and they receive an email, and then they log in, and then it's just a simple one-click thumbs up, thumbs down, whether or not they like it, or they can click edit and make a quick edit. So like if they see 15 tips to increase your AdWords profits, well, they may want to say, well, I only want 9 tips. So they just click edit, change that to 9 and save it again. Pretty straightforward. Then another thing that we saw was that people wanted to be able to edit the title here when it actually came out to them. Okay, so they received an email that the content is ready for approval, and there may be just one little change that they want to make to the title, right? So let's say the KitchenAid XLMR to coffee grinder, is it right for you, right? And let's say they just want to make that, is it right for me? Well, what was happening before is they'd have to request a revision, say what they wanted to change, and then send it back to us. We'd send it to the writer'd make the change, and then it would go back to this approval process. So what we implemented now is you as the agency or the client can just make a very small change here, and they can actually review the content and make small changes here before they make the approval. So if you just have like a 1 or 2 word change that you don't want to send back, imagine it's so much easier to make that 2-letter change to make it right for you than to request a revision, send it back, and then have it come back through the whole process again. That just takes a lot of extra time. So then it's just 1 click to approve. And then we also have download formats of HTML and MS Word doc. One of the shining features of working with us is the ability to have your content posted directly to WordPress in draft mode. So we have a little plugin that we've created, and it installs with 1 click. You just download it from our site on setup. There'll be a little link here or here, and then you add it, or you can just search Content Writer from within WordPress and install it there. And then as the content's finished, it can either be delivered by email, or it can be delivered straight to WordPress, and then you'll receive notice that it's been added to WordPress. Now, the coolest thing is once it's been uploaded to WordPress, we can actually share it out directly to Facebook. And so Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Google My Business. All of these can be posted to automatically, and it all works based off of what you've approved on the blog. So once it goes live on the blog, it uses your blog's RSS feed here. Don't let that intimidate you. That's just basically a raw data feed of what's on your blog. So you add that here. You decide which one of these you want on and off, and then you can set the schedules when you connect them. And that's all there is to it, really. And now every time a blog post goes live, it's going to go directly to your Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Google My Business. What's cool about this is it'll give your clients 24 new URLs on the web every single week. Every single month. 6 new ones every single week. So you have WordPress, and then you'll have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google My Business every single week. And what's great about that is when you go to your client at the end of the month and it's time for rebill, now you have 24 URLs that you can show that you've produced for them. So B2B enterprise marketers all use content marketing. And I suggest that small to medium business marketers also do this. 95% of enterprise companies use content marketing, and only 5% do not. So by using SteadyContent, we create a seamless experience for you. New content's posted directly to the WordPress website. It's turnkey, automatic posting, and automated social sharing. And then non-WordPress sites, they can still purchase SteadyContent blog posts. We just deliver directly by email. So how's the content delivered? If it's being posted directly to the site, the content's published in draft mode. That means that you go on the website and approve it, or your client goes on the website and approves it. We also can send text messages to let you know when something new is out there. If the business doesn't have WordPress, like we said before, the content gets emailed directly to them. So let's go through the quick end-to-end process. First, your client installs the WordPress plugin, or you install it on their site. They can either download it or get it directly from the WordPress repository. Then we go to work and begin researching, doing the keyword research. We do the titles, and we start writing the content. Once this content's complete, your client's going to receive an email and or text message that they have content in draft mode and ready for approval. Something we're putting into place in the next month or so here is called hierarchical approval. And this is based on direct feedback from Vendasta clients. And what this will allow for is a multi-tier approval process where the agency will get sent the content first. The agency signs off on it. Then as soon as that happens, an email will go out to the client, and the client can log in then and approve it. So we call it hierarchical approval. And then once it's approved, the content's published out live to the website. Your first blog, when you work with us, is delivered within the 10 days of activation. That gives us a couple days to do the keyword research, gives you a couple days to approve titles, and then it gives us 3 to 4 days to get the content written, and then a couple days to have it all ready for publishing. Once those blogs are delivered, they're posted to the client's website, and that all happens at weekly intervals. That's the beauty of SteadyContent. It's kind of the whole reason the company was built, was to have consistent content going out every single week. Currently, we have over 550 active writers and 151 editors. The reason we have so many is because we want to be able to absolutely guarantee that you're going to get these content pieces up on your site every single week. We create more than 5 million words of high quality content every single month. We're very used to this process, and we aim to over deliver on everything that we do. All of our writers have English as their first language, and they go through a rigorous testing, and less than 5%, actually the number now is probably closer to 2% of the writers that apply ever get a chance to write for us. We look for a lot. We put the writers through English skills, an English grammar test, a formatting test. They have to write a series of test articles. They have a trial period that they go through. They have to be able to adhere to deadlines. They have either 24 or 48 hours, depending on the length of the article, to get it back to us. It's just really tough to be a writer for us. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but the ultimate goal is that you get great content. Then the editors, I mentioned before, those 151 editors, those are all writers that were working for us, and some of them still write for us, but they know our system inside and out. They know what the clients are looking for. They know what we're looking for, and so we promote from within. So let's talk about how to sell SteadyContent to your clients. Why are blogs important? Most clients never post to their blog. There simply are not enough hours in the day, yet everyone knows it's important to blog, so they're regarded as subject matter experts in the eyes of Google, right? Everyone knows it's important and they know that they have to do it. The fact is, no one ever does it. But having a blog on your website will give you an average of 434% more pages. That's 4 times more pages indexed in Google. So you want to ask your customers, do you currently have a blog in addition to your website, or do you have a blog on your website? And how often are you adding content? How often are you posting, right? And see what they have to say. Generally they're going to say they either don't have a blog or maybe they have a blog, but if they have a blog, how often are they posting, right? These are tough questions because more than likely they're not. Well, let's say they say, well, I post something up there once a week, with more than likely or not. Whatever they say, usually divide it by 4, right? If they say they post once a month, that's probably once a quarter. And how do you feel about that frequency? How do you feel about how often you're posting? Do you think you should blog more? Do you want to increase your rate of new posts? Of course, let me go back here. You, of course, put this in your own language, right? So what do you think is holding you back from posting more often? Well, most people, it's time, right? Do they find it a hassle or distraction? These are just some questions that you can ask them. Do you find it a hassle or distraction to create new blog posts? Well, the reason why I ask is that for many businesses, it's either a pain in the butt to create new content, or they don't know exactly what to write, and that leads to a blog with fewer posts than it should have, which ultimately means you're missing a lot of opportunity in the market, right? You're missing the leads and sales that could come by having a complete blog with tons of content on it. Creating content is by far the best form of SEO. Industry-specific, relevant content, not link building. I don't know if any of your clients are doing PBNs, or if you're doing PBNs, those are private blog networks. It's kind of an SEO hack. It's dead now. I don't advise it. But good old-fashioned long-form content. So how can we help? Well, we offer a monthly service package, and we'll create the posts. We'll do the keyword research. We'll do everything for you. Each week, your client will receive a 600-word high-quality blog post delivered directly to your site. That's 4 posts per month. It's hands-off. We do all the work, and your blog will grow, and it's going to update with relevant content. The benefits. Well, it helps the SEO of your website because Google sees you as an expert now. Why? Because you're producing high-quality content every week. All of our content follows a very structured, templatized format that goes from top to bottom, and it makes a statement, it argues, and then it gives a conclusion in every paragraph. And it takes the reader through. It's high quality content that the reader wants to read, and the Google algorithm is going to like, and it's going to continue to rank your business better. And that's leading to more inbound site visitors, and it doesn't have the same one-for-one cost like advertising. When you do advertising, you get a click, and you've paid your $2.25 or your dollar or whatever it is, and then that's over. You pay for the content once, and it gives you benefits long into the future. Adding content costs you once, and you see traffic for years to come. Again, like I mentioned, we have 550 plus writers, 150 editors, and that's just to guarantee that every post is going to happen on time. All our writers are top quality with English as their first language. Content marketing overall costs 60% less than outbound marketing than advertising, and it generates more than 3 times as many leads. So let's talk about the content creation process. We're going to research your niche and use the information you fill in on your business assessment. We'll write your content, edit it to perfection, and then send it over to you for review. You'll approve it with one click from your computer or cell phone, and we'll post it directly to your site with a relevant image. Then we'll repeat the entire process the very next week. So some special pricing. This is the price that you would share to your customer. This is our suggested. We have a special price right now, offering 4 post package per month for $297. The normal price is $397. It's month to month, so you can cancel at any time if you want to change things up or put it on hold. And then ask your client if they have any thoughts or questions, and ask them if they want to try it for the first month to see how they like it. And then this is the Vendasta package. So the retail price is $297 to $397. I've talked to several Vendasta agencies that are selling as much as $497 a month. The wholesale price to you is $200 for the 4 blog posts. They're 600 words each. Works out to $50 per post. and then you can sell it for $75 a post. Look, I don't normally do this because I receive so many emails, but I do want to, just for Vendasta, if you guys have any questions, you're welcome to ask me questions directly through the interface, or you can email me, Matt@SteadyContent, with any questions. I'll be happy to get back to you with some great answers. So here's a couple of questions that have been asked, and I thought we could just cover them real quick. How are the blogs posted automatically to the client's website? Well, the client just installs the Content Writer WordPress plugin onto their WordPress site, and then the client would need to have WordPress for that to happen. And then we've got the ability to download in several different places. You can get it directly from the WordPress repository at wordpress.org. You can get it from us. We'll email it to you, etc. Don't worry, you're going to be able to get it. And it's just when you go into WordPress, install a plugin. There's nothing to connect with us on. All you have to do is activate the plugin. So what knowledge do the writers have of my subject? Well, we have a category system that makes sure that your content goes to the same writing group each week. So using a single writer opens up to a single point of failure. What we like to do is give you a group of writers that can share the responsibility of making sure that you have the right content every week. And then, like I said, any other questions, please feel free to email me, Matt@SteadyContent, or ask me, SteadyContent.com or .net. But ask me anything that you want through the Vendasta platform as well, and I'm happy to get back to you. Again, my name's Matt Gerchow. I want to thank you for your time. I know your time's very valuable. There's my email address. If you want to shoot me a text, that's fine. I've had several Vendasta agencies text me directly as well. All right, I'm going to give it back to Kim.
Thank you, Matt. It was so great hearing about SteadyContent and about all the new features that you have. And we are always happy to have you back again here at Vendasta headquarters. Thank you for your time.
It's been a blast. Thanks.